I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago.
And a jolly good afternoon to you from a seasonably warm middle of February here in central London, right on the edge of the City of London by Blackfriars Station. Just down there is Farringdon Street, I think it's called, and Blackfriars Railway Station. And today's a relatively short walk from here up to and around the Barbican and back again. Should take approximately 1 hour, and it's a nice little walk if you've got an hour's break to spend and enjoy a little bit of time wandering around the city to get those steps in. So navigating the traffic and getting across Queen Victoria Street and head up these nice little windy streets up towards St Paul's Cathedral. We'll continue on and head towards Smithfield Market and to the beginning of a short walk around the Barbican Centre. Now, the Barbican Centre part of this walk I've found on the Go Jauntly app. The to and from part of this walk is from nowhere in particular. So the actual walk itself around the Barbican, if you were to find your way at the beginning of that, is approximately a 30-minute walk. It's just sort of just after lunchtime at the moment, and it's about 16 Celsius, which for February is extremely warm indeed. And it's almost to the point where some spring weather, spring clothing is starting to be put on. And a few guys there stood outside having a pint. That's not something you could do a week ago. This middle of the day is the best time to go for a walk around this part of London and the City of London, and in particular during the week, mostly because a lot of the food establishments and pubs, etc., are specifically catering for all the thousands and thousands of office workers that work in this part of London, who tend not to be here late at night or indeed at the weekends. Still fairly busy at those other times, but if you want to get the best atmosphere of a city pub or the best choice of places to eat, then during the daytime, during the week, is most definitely the time to come here. There's a McDonald's, which will cater for all your other needs at all other times. Gone past St Paul's Cathedral there. Obviously a destination in its own right and somewhere to visit slightly more specifically. The walk actually in the Go Jauntly app is hang on a moment, I forgot the word. Let's get this right. The Brutalist Barbican, Barbican, and that describes the nature of the architecture there, which if you've never been to the Barbican before, you will see what I mean very shortly. If you have been, hopefully I'll find some interesting little corners to look at. And I've walked around it 1 or 2 times myself, but hopefully this walk on the app will show something a little bit more interesting. So many interesting old buildings here in this part of London. You could walk around for weeks or months and still not see the same thing. So just walking to the end of Warwick Lane up to Newgate Street, and I'm just going to take a left here, then a right up towards Smithfield. fleet of ambulance. Just going past the Viaduct Tavern and Holborn Viaduct, or what was Holborn Viaduct, is just down there, and they keep going and you'll go to Holborn itself. Just up here will be St Bartholomew's Hospital, and as previously mentioned, the Smithfield Market. I'm just going to kind of walk through the centre of all of that and towards the start of the walk near the Barbican.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up.
So as I say, this is St Bartholomew's or St Bart's Hospital, just to my right. And directly ahead over there is Smithfield Market. There won't be much going on there at this time of day. It's a proper wholesale market, which unlike Borough Market, which is a foodies emporium these days, really does still do what wholesale markets do and have always done, and will be more or less closed. And not really too many people about, but if you want to go and see a wholesale market in full operation, then you need to come up here early. It's the Barbican over there, one of the taller buildings of the Barbican, just poking through the trees, but it is quite a big quite a big development, and I shall start at the northern end of it and take a circular walk around it, returning back to Blackfriars, a slightly different route to the way we've just come. Take a walk through the main entrance, if you like, of the market, so there won't be too much happening through there. It is a thoroughfare though, so you can walk through. And through the other side, if you just follow the road around, you will come to Farringdon railway station, which connects with both Thameslink and the Elizabeth line. It's the point where the two lines intersect each other, so it's quite a busy hub these days. So there's one of the tall apartments blocks at the Barbican. A lot of history in here.
Good enough, nothing's really clear. Sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel
just out the other side, the north side of the market, and if you just head on down there, you will go around that corner, end up at Farringdon station. Not only, of course, is there Thameslink and the Elizabeth line, you'll also find London Underground, Circle Line, Hammersmith and City, and Metropolitan line trains, so good selection of services from that station.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a
This is Charterhouse Square.
really asked to be brought into this place.
And again, some more of the large apartment blocks of the Barbican. It's a lovely square, this actually. Somewhere just underneath us is Barbican Station. The entrance to it is just along here somewhere, if memory serves me correctly. And the underground platforms for the Elizabeth line are so long that you can actually access Barbican, or Farringdon station, I should say, at the Barbican end. It has an end up here, they're so long, so bear that one in mind if you are coming to the Barbican itself, or the area around the Barbican. There is a Barbican exit from Farringdon. We'll go to the start of the walk as per the Go Jauntly app. I've mentioned the Go Jauntly app before. It's an app I use quite a lot for walking either in the countryside or in cities in the UK, particularly places that I've not been to before, cities or towns. It will create a walk for you, and there's also an awful lot of walks that are uploaded by subscribers to the app, and that's one of the ones I'm going to be taking today. One of the Go Jauntly customers or subscribers will have put this walk in there. And I believe the walk begins just up here by the Shakespeare pub on Aldersgate Street now, incidentally. We're just going to cross over it. Crossing roads in London's you've got to be a bit careful at times, but generally not too bad, with congestion charges and ULEZ charges putting people off driving into the city, I should imagine. It's a lot quieter than it used to be, so I guess it's had the desired effect. Come on the train, that's the answer, or the bus. 1959 the Barbican was first, the beginning of building it. It's got 2 schools, 2,000 flats, a health centre, if I'm not mistaken, some shops too. Probably just up here. This is White Lion Court, and walk around this. As you can see, maybe not everyone's idea of beautiful architecture, but certainly it is distinctive. And I'm presuming, I don't actually know, that I presume they're all private residences. None are social housing. I might be wrong on that, but it's certainly a fabulous place to live if you work in the City of London.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray.
There's Jim as well.
Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but
John Trundle Court to my right.
anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days.
And of course it also has an arts centre, I should have mentioned that as well. Many famous people have played and performed at the arts centre in here. I don't know how often the events are on, but I quite often see them mentioned. We actually walk past the arts centre, hopefully there'll be some sort of sign outside. So there's the Barbican Centre over there.
I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us us need purpose to overcome.
This is what they mean by brutalist. This is called Seddon High Walk. I have walked around here at a much quieter time of day before, and sometimes it does have that kind of eerie feeling about it. There's never that many people around. There's more today than when I came once before. And you have, you sort of get those thoughts of undesirables hanging around and somewhere that it might not be safe to walk at night, but I'm led to believe it's absolutely not like that at all here. It's just, of course, it's really the architecture and the way that the walkways are built that, you know, in a different setting and a different place and different circumstance, you could find that certain elements may hang around and call it their home and cause some trouble, but I have to say, all the time I've walked around, I've not seen anybody looking like they might pose any sort of threat whatsoever. So probably an idea to come during the day in any case, as it is a residential area. I don't suppose the local residents would be that keen on just all and sundry wandering around. Nice garden on the roof there. And of course is the City of London in all its glory right before us. I mean, one thing I have to say, if it was an area where, let's say, undesirables hang around, you would tend to find rubbish and graffiti and stuff like that, and there's absolutely none of that whatsoever. So I think that probably answers the question. It's got a very calm air about it, and lots of schools. Sign there just letting you know where everything is. According to the app at least, this is Thomas More Garden. Very nice it is too. There's nobody in there at the moment. I see some daffodils starting to come through, which gives you an indication of the fact it's middle of February, heading towards March, and the daffodils will be on display on the 1st of March, is it? St David's Day, patron saint of Wales. I have to say, the entrances to the various apartment blocks or flats seems to have good security on the doors, which is, I'm sure, very reassuring to those that live here. Interesting, this walkway. Student entrance, that'd be why. City of London School for Girls, so yeah, that I dare say will open up at the end of the school day and at the beginning. The sat-nav doesn't like being in here very much. It seems to get very lost with the specific location. St Giles at Cripplegate is the church there. And this is the Barbican Lake, and part of the old London Wall. And that there, the white building, is the Museum of London, which I think is currently closed. I'm not sure if it's closed for good, closed for renovation, or it's going to be moved somewhere else. I was going to go there about a week ago actually. It was my intention to pop down there with my grandson actually and show him around, but when I looked up, made sure it was going to be open on the day I was going and at what time, I discovered it was closed, and I didn't really establish quite why. However, the alternative, I went to Canary Wharf and I went to the Museum of London Docklands, which is very worth a visit if you want to go to an interesting museum about London. Obviously it's mostly focusing on the docks, how they've changed over the years, and some fantastic pictures and interactive stuff in there. This is a nice space to come out to. A lot of people sat over there by the Barbican Centre. Some cafes, Barbican Kitchen I think it's called, straight ahead. Lakeside Terrace, and obviously the lake.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times, it feels like nobody's right. Yeah.
Probably falls into the category of world famous Barbican Centre. Plenty of stuff scheduled to be on here, just looking at all the signs. There's also some exhibitions on in here, many of which are free. Worthy of a visit, pop in.
Gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get
The library itself certainly looks an interesting place to while away a little bit of time if you have it. Fortunately I don't have that much time today, so I'm going to carry on.
All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I had no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
So I think you'll agree, it's interesting architecture to say the least. Brutalist, most definitely, and yeah, I mean, some may call it ugly, others may call it inspiring. I really don't know. I guess it's down to the individual, but it's certainly an interesting place here and worthy of a little visit if you're in the centre of London. Just want to see something a little bit different. Conservatory there as well. You've got to go via the garden room. Conservatory public opening times, please check our website via the QR code. Okay, well, I certainly don't have time to look around the conservatory today, so no need for me to do that. I'm going to conclude this walk here in the actual Barbican itself and then head back down towards Blackfriars. It's taken a slightly different route to the one I took to get here. Viscount Street. And just going to wind our way back to Blackfriars now, but there you go, there's the view of the apartment block, or one of the apartment blocks. We entered the Barbican by the Shakespeare pub here, and we came from over there from Smithfield direction. I'm going to actually end the walk at Farringdon, as that is equally convenient for me today as Blackfriars, so I'm going to just, rather than walk back partly through the way I came. What a good old boy is it for £4.50? Must be a beer, surely. Amazon Prime delivery vehicle, ideal for the middle of London. This is Goswell Road, and just coming up to Old Street, I think it is, on the right. I'm going to be turning onto Clerkenwell Street, turning left, and just taking a kind of a semicircular route round to Farringdon. Of course, if you don't fancy going on buses or tubes or walking, you can always get a bike. Not my idea of a fun way to get around a busy city like London, but I guess it could be quite good fun at certain times. There's a lot more cycle lanes in London than there used to be, but there's certainly plenty of places where there aren't any, so it is user beware, definitely. Still on Clerkenwell Road here, just going to turn left down there at St John's Street. I actually think these walls here are I do think the Thameslink and the Circle line are going underneath us just here, and the lines are just over the other side of that wall. And there used to be a lot of gaps in those tunnels to let the steam out, because it was the very first underground line in the world, and it was in the days when the trains were steam driven. Actually hear any of them. Oh, can I? Yes, I think I can. Laksa Malaysian street food. Now, if there's one thing I absolutely adore, it's Malaysian food, and in particular a laksa. Just going to have to stop here for a moment. Haven't really got time to pop in for a laksa, but oh, there you go. That's a laksa. Look at that. Super hungry now, and in fact I'm quite pleased it was closed, reopening again at 5. The guys in there were all eating away on nice looking Malaysian food, including a laksa I noticed one was having, so I'm very jealous, but I couldn't have gone in anyway because it's currently shut. It's about it's just gone 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's just that little gap time between lunch and early evening meals. I've certainly made a note of that place. I'll give it a check out on the Google, see what everyone says about it, but it certainly looked and smelt very nice. And pretty reasonable price actually, $12.95 for a laksa, and if you've ever had one of those, nice big full bowl of it, it's hearty and it's filling and it's hot, and it'll warm you up, especially if it's a bit of a chilly day. Not that it ever gets chilly in Malaysia, of course, but you get my drift. So, come back round in almost a full circle. Not going to quite make it back to Blackfriars. There's just ahead through the buildings there is Smithfield again, and just going to take a right turn here. I think I should come to Farringdon station.
Just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore.
And here we are on Cowcross Street, briefly mentioned earlier on as we walk past it. And straight ahead there is Farringdon Station. So hope you enjoyed this short little walk around the City of London from Blackfriars to Farringdon via the Barbican Centre. So much to see in this part of London. You simply can't do it justice with quick walks. But I hope it gives you an idea. If you liked it, click the like button. If you want to see some more, I've got plenty of walks in all sorts of different places coming up, and plenty already in the hit parade, ready to have a watch. If you're interested, press subscribe for that and the yellow bell if you want to be notified when more videos are released. I normally do 2 a week. And that's that. Thanks very much for watching. Have a nice day wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're doing it with. Cheers for now.